It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your feel-good breakfast show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. Now, with winter practically here, it's a cold and wet morning in the mother city. That usually means less time outside and more time indoors with our kids. But we're asking the question, should our parenting styles change with the change of seasons as well? Well, this morning, Kat sits down with parenting expert Nikki Bush to find out just that.
The changing of the seasons always provides room to pause and shift gears, and this is no different for parenting, according to creative parenting expert Nikki Bush, who joins us this morning to have a bit of a chat about that, about how autumn signifies or signals a change for parents. How so?
Kat, when I think of autumn, I think of the falling of the leaves. And that for me is about kind of letting go and changing my perspective a little bit, asking myself questions. What am I prepared to give away? What's not working for me in my parenting? Am I doing what my children need for me to do? Are we connecting in good ways, or is there a bit of tweaking that needs to take place? Am I parenting by gut feel and marrying my head and my heart, or have I fallen into a trap of parenting my children according to how the world is expecting us to parent, looking good for other people as opposed to doing what my kids genuinely need me to be doing for them? Am I hovering too much? Do I need to let go a little bit, give my kids a bit more space? How's my connection at the end of the day really, and what's my perspective like? So I imagine these falling leaves, and I just think of, you know, this is that chance to pause, step back a little bit, take a breath.
And what do you mean by letting go, though?
Well, we tend to hover a lot with our children and try and micromanage their lives. And letting go enables there to be space in the relationship for growth. And children do need this space for growth. When we're continually telling them what to do and how to do it, we're not creating independent children. And the vision for parenting actually is to let your children go. That's the journey we're on. And that can be really tough because you've given birth to this child and you love this child so intensely, more than your own life itself. And yet here we are saying that the goal of parenting, your journey, is to release your child to the world, which is almost a shift in your mindset completely. And it's not something you do when they're 18 and they leave home, or when they're 25 and they leave home. It's something we need to be doing incrementally, little by little by little, so that we actually give our children those skills to live independently of us.
So how do you do that? How do you begin to introduce that? I mean, at what age do you even begin kind of giving your child, as a parent, giving your child that independence to shape them for the future?
Well, it's, as I said, incrementally, little by little, and we actually do it from the time they're born. We are instilling in them, like for a baby, how to self-regulate. So how to put yourself to sleep, how to ask for food. So, you know, those are instincts that the children need to be trained to regulate themselves by. And then as they get older, the very important thing is passing on the baton of responsibility in our homes. So inviting children into the kitchen to do chores with you. Believing that your children can do certain things. So, you know, they can open curtains, close curtains, lay tables, feed the dogs, all those things that actually parents often do by themselves, for themselves, to save themselves time. But that means you become a slave to your children, and then you never actually give them those skills that teach them to believe in themselves and make them independent of you. It even translates into their schoolwork. We so often hover around making sure that our children actually finish their work, and if they don't, maybe, you know, helping them along a little bit. If we do that too much, they don't learn to do it for themselves. And one day they're going to hit tertiary education institutions where they don't have as much support as they had at school. They've got to be able to cope. So it's giving children those coping skills to be able to fly the nest one day.
And I guess also for you as a parent, it also helps you to kind of enjoy life a little bit more as well, right?
100%. So, you know, our children at the end of the day are going to leave us, and we have to get a life without our kids. So if we make our lives 100% about bringing up our children, where is our personal growth and development? So we have to kind of coexist with our children and grow together with them, not just grow them, but grow ourselves in the parenting process as well, so that one day we will have a life when our children do go.
Fantastic. Nikki, thank you very much for the wonderful advice.
It's a pleasure, Kat.
Well, I guess letting go is not just an animation theme song. It's a very important part of parenting as well, because it's important to allow growth for your children out there. And just as the seasons change, so must we also change to allow new phases in our lives.